How on a day? I hope everything is fine. I hope body day can't be. I hope your hustle today, it makes sense. We are all hustling, including me in this studio. So that's basically the reason why I'm coming to work. Mr. Lawa, don't murder me. Switch off the AC. Oh my God. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's very cold in the studio. Mr. Lawa just entered and he wants to murder me. Don't put it on no, because I don't want anything. All right, my name is Esther Wajiku, and this is the station across Nigeria's socio-economic and political landscape. We tend to break down and intellectually edify ourselves with some of these issues from the perspective of our analysts right here in the studio, or sometimes they join us virtually or via the telephone. Most of the time, what they do is to give us their own expertise in the interpretation of these issues, break down the conspiracy theories, give us the news behind the news, and that's what we do. And from there, we get our own informed, logical perception to topical issues that is actually trending in the country. 903 FM. For any one of you who want to virtually be part of the conversation, kindly join us on that platform, either through your iOS or your Android device. Just go into YouTube, type VOP 903 FM, or you type Voice of the People 90.3 FM. You will see us, and we're streaming live. The idea is anywhere in the world that you are not excluded from being part of the conversation. So what are the topical issues that we're going to be considering or looking into today? I'll first of all start off with a controversial one, which obviously set up the tone across board. I think this was since yesterday, but today this person went on a monitor television program to express himself. A couple of persons said the vituperation was filled with so much hate and acidity, and that's Deji. A lot of Nigerians are now asking the question, especially those who are in opposition to his attitude and to some of the things he said. They're asking, are you a politician? Are you looking for employment? Are you an activist, or are you a lawyer? Where do you stand? Or are you just basically any of the sycophants who literally just want some form of attention to get some form of recognition from the government of the day? These are the different categories of questions Nigerians are asking Deji. Now, concerning Peter Obi, some people say, for example, that Peter Obi shouldn't have sued him to court to ask him to retract his statement. That a lot of public officials have also made obnoxious statements. In fact, terrible statements against him, against his family, and how many of them does he want to sue? They've called him all forms of names, in fact, dirty names, shitty names. How many people does he want to sue? Asari Dokubo went as far as actually stipulating that Peter Obi is a drug carrier, ferried a young lady, and she was arrested and detained in a prison in Peru, and made it with such audacious, tenacity on that platform that it took somebody who campaigns on a daily against Peter Obi to go and verify that information and found out it was false. But what happened? He did not retract his statement, neither did he make any public apology. Others feel that Peter Obi should be used to this by now as a political figure, that all these insults will always come on board. Another one is some supposed let me not say it's discreet, is actually in the open about top 10 politicians who plan to unseat President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Obviously, as we're looking ahead towards the 2027 presidential election, the plot to democratically sack him from active office based on complaints of imbalanced federalism, based on stifled economic procession, and based on the fact that a couple of issues that have not really garnered the kind of positive impact that is supposed to garner, and the talk that he basically just supposedly occupied or surrounded himself with his boys, with his people, and does not necessarily understand the plight of Nigerians. They also think he's oblivious of the reality, especially when he said in Brazil that Nigeria is free of corruption, and it was his administration that was able to implement that. Talked about the fact that the economy is blossoming based on his own economic reforms and some of the implementations he has put in place. I think it was a means through which was engineering international collaboration with Nigeria. But a couple of critics say that he has distanced himself from the reality on ground. It's either he's not aware, or those who are with him are not telling him the truth. They're literally just possibly trying to boost his ego. So because of that, we have a couple of persons who say, and they're very solid, that they want to sack him before or by 2027 democratically. One of such persons is Atiku Abubakar. Number two is Seyi Makinde. It's not a surprise though for some people to know that Seyi Makinde intends to contest. We don't know how active he intends to go for this, but the talks are not going behind the burner. They seem to be coming to the forefront all the time. You know that Ayodele Fayose had claimed that Makinde assured him he would not run against Tinubu, but Makinde himself has declared that I do not have any doubt that I have the capacity to occupy the highest office in this land. So presidential campaign posters for Makinde are already appearing in northern states like Kano and Jigawa. Is there anything more exciting than an underdog stepping up and surprising everyone, giving the big names a real change? Another person obviously is Mr. Peter Obi, who is a former Anambra State governor and obviously ran alongside Atiku Abubakar in 2019. His first direct shot at the presidency made him a thorn in the flesh of the current political party due to his youth-led support base dubbed the Obedient Movement. Many also believe Obi's candidacy was considered a Southeast chance to rule the country since a return to democracy. So while Obi has not officially left the embattled Labour Party, his fraternization with the African Democratic Congress coalition positions him as one possible candidate for the party come 2027. Nasir El-Rufai also is one of the outspoken critics of the Tinubu administration, one of the persons who released a particular report, result sheets indicating that that was a true result sheet that Obi won the elections and not Tinubu. He recently confirmed that discussions are ongoing to ensure that President Tinubu is ousted, and he was confident in the statement he made. He said he was a strong person who made sure Tinubu came on board and he could actually work against him not returning in 2027. He has also said he doesn't want any presidential position. He's not looking for any appointment, but his deal or his assignment is to ensure that Tinubu does not return in 2027. Rotimi Amechi too, Babachir Lawal is a prominent voice in the anti-Tinubu bloc and the former secretary to the government of the Federation. Bala Mohammed, he is a Bauchi State governor, said he is contemplating a presidential bid but will drop his ambition if former President Jonathan decides to contest. He stated that his criticisms of the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu are part of his responsibility to help put the country on the right path. Another person was the person who ran along Peter Obi in 2023 under Labour Party banner, and that's Yusuf Dati Baba Ahmed. According to him, he says that Tinubu must not come back in 2027. Ganiyu Bamidele Ajadi, he was a governorship candidate of the ADC in Oyo State during the 2023 election. The Oyo politician is a medical doctor. Ralph Nwosu, the former ADC national chairman, disclosed in July that there are also people who are rooting for Dr. Ganiyu Bamidele Ajadi to run. And then you have Aminu Tambuwal, the current senator representing Sokoto South at the National Assembly, or former. He rallied his supporters in the state. The former Sokoto State governor vowed to oust the APC in 2027. And there are more persons that we've heard about to also make their voices known. Kabiru Marufa has decamped, left the APC, says that there are divisions, especially in Zamfara State, but he has not disclosed what political party he has moved to. We're going to see how this administration, the APC, intends to strategize ahead of these big weeks who say that he would not come back in 2027. Now, another person today is another thing we also intend to consider is the NLC asking the Lagos State government to increase the salaries of their workers, that it is very imperative as the cost of living has increased, and so they should make sure that the remuneration to the Lagos State government staff reflects the current living conditions in the country. Meanwhile, for a couple of other persons who also believe that anyone who is telling Jonathan to step aside is being selfish, and that is Jonathan's brother. He has come out to tell us openly that Jonathan is actually going for 2027. Jonathan has not said anything, but that Jonathan is not debunking it, and anybody speaking on behalf of Jonathan that he's not running, the person is a fake person. The person is saying a bogus lie. So the person is not saying the truth. So in other words, Jonathan has not debunked the story out here that we are hearing that he intends to contest. Neither has he denied, neither has he affirmed. But anyone denying or saying that no, it's not true, they are saying that information is false. So it's obvious that Jonathan intends to come on board. I think he just wants to make sure that proper consultation is made. Now with that, they think that the votes from the South and the Southeast and some parts of the Southwest may be divided because and the North actually may be divided because most of the Northerners would supposedly prefer Jonathan to any other person. But for Jonathan, they think after one term, he constitutionally cannot return, all right, to that position. We'll be looking at a couple of things too. We'll be looking at insecurity in certain states. One of them is Imo State specifically, there are talks that there is no government presence in Imo State. There is daylight robbery going on there. There seems to be anarchy in the state, and there are talks that this is the mechanism to ensure that in 2027 there'll be voter apathy and that state will be delivered for the APC. We will see how all of this unravels in the course of the conversation this evening. Let me introduce my analyst today. I actually have Mr. Tony Mbata, who is right here in the studio. Welcome, sir. How are you?
Good evening.
Good evening. How was the trip?
Very fine.
Because that's where you're going to give me your testimonials from. I also have Mr. Lawal Ekundire right here in the studio as well. Mr. Lawal, welcome and thank you for joining us.
Thank you for calling me. I'm myself.
Is there any day you've never been yourself, Mr. Lawal?
No, the day I'm not being myself is when I'm happy.
Is that in question? Is that in question, Mr. Lawal?
An upward gradient. Yes. So that's I'm not myself. I'll be happy.
Okay, really?
No, I'm myself. I'm not happy.
You're not happy? Okay, I want us to take a listen to this. That will form the premise of our conversation this evening. It's vital. So from there we pick up, and then we know where we're heading to right now. Okay, let's start with this.
In the wake up to the 2023 general election, because I'm not political, I'm just expressing my thoughts about why the opposition should come together and unite against the criminal APC and roguish APC government that always rig elections. That if the opposition is divided, that there's no way they can win. I was just expressing my political thoughts and views. The idea of the Obi candidacy excited me, and I said, but that he needed the buy-in of Atiku and Kwankwaso. I even urged Kwankwaso to deputize Obi. I urged Atiku to step down for Peter Obi, and all that. So in the process of that analysis, just expressing my views, I also said the fact that Atiku has been running for president in perpetuity, that he cannot continue to run. I was just expressing my views as a Nigerian. So then Peter Obi all of a sudden started trying to reach out to me to meet me. But at that time I was out of the country. I think I was in Dubai or somewhere. So but he was persistent in reaching out to me, and I was avoiding him. But I didn't want to see him because I didn't want it to look like, because I've expressed my views, which seems to be like almost in his favor, he now wants to see me and corner me to be one of his supporters. But I don't want to support any position because I'm not partisan. Because some people had already started even resigning from activism and joining him. So I didn't want to join his bandwagon, but I was excited by the idea of Peter Obi because, of course, Southeast have not produced a president in a very long time, except after post-independence anyway. So I was excited. So subsequently, I made some further views, and this time around, he was more persistent. So one of his aide, a journalist, reached out to me. So we subsequently met. And I said, yes. He commended me for some of my views and all that, and said that it would be exciting to work together. I said, I'm not working with anybody. But I now made some observations about the things that he has been accused of doing in the past. Corruption. Sarah reporter reported a story where his staff was caught with money. He tried to explain it, but I was not satisfied. Then I also raised the issue about these issues of him using state resources in Anambra to invest in his family business. His explanation to me in his defense was that he had resigned from the company before he became a governor. I was flabbergasted. I couldn't just wait to get up to leave the place. I'm like, how can a man that wants to be president of Nigeria not see the clear abuse? You understand? That he has abused his office to do such a thing. He was justifying it. He didn't see anything wrong in it. I was completely disgusted. So eventually I didn't want to disrespect him, so I wanted to leave. And then he got into, because we're like in the living room, it's like a suite. Then he got into a room and said, please, he's coming. That he wants to go inside the room and he has something for me. So he brought one envelope or something like that. And said, no, this is just a small thing. It's just for coming, blah, blah, blah. I said, I laughed. I said, that means you don't know me. I said, and you are friends with Mimiko, former Governor Mimiko and others. There are people that was close to you. You'll have asked them about me. If we will do anything because of conviction, it's even me that will bring out of my money and support you. So he kept insisting that it's not like that, it's not what I'm thinking. I said, God forbid, I left. So, however, I never revealed what happened to anyone. So I remember vividly, he went to, was it Egypt, to inspect some power something. At the peak of the Ekiti election, when his candidate in the Labour Party was running. So I criticized and said, you should be in Ekiti and not in Egypt. And I said, because you want to be president, you must go and campaign for your candidate and try to win his aides. Some of these young boys that are around him started insulting me that the reason why I'm criticizing him now is because that I was saying that he was okay, he was good. That the reason why I'm criticizing him now is that I brought a proposal to him and I demanded, is it 200 million or something? And that he told me that I said, me? And these are his close aides. So they started doing that. So I said, oh, because I had observed the pattern about them, that they terrorize people online, insult people, slander people. His mob, his obedient mob were practically uncontrollable during the last election. So I said, okay, so these people do not even want dissent of any kind of criticism of their candidate of any kind. I said, okay, I'm not going to even leave Tinubu alone and now face them, because we cannot have a situation in our country or in our polity where political extremism becomes the order of the day. And Nigerians are living witnesses to the things that eventually happened to the build-up of the last election. We have never had this kind of toxic political experience. Aside the Buharis, after the Buharis, the obedient mob is the most toxic political movement that we have ever witnessed in this country. They threaten Supreme Court judges, Court of Appeal Court judges, threatening artists, threatening Professor Wole Soyinka, insulted everybody in this country because of Peter. And so, and what are the things I said? Everything I said is true. In a civil suit or criminal suit of defamation, justification, truth is a defense. What are the things I said? I said he's a political fraud, that he's paraded himself as a messiah. Of course he is a political fraud. Didn't he swear that he will never leave Abga? That any day he leaves Abga, let something which I won't want to say on TV. Then he left Abga. The only thing that I forgot to say, among the things that he should now add to his defamation suit, is that he's a political prostitute. Hobnobbing. And look at what he said about the people that he wanted to defeat in the last election. He said they operate a structure of criminality, but today he's with them. He has one leg in PDP, they are discussing with him, another leg in ADC, and he's still a member of Labour Party. Confused politician. So he should do his worst. In the election, she called my wife a prostitute. That my wife, and he endorses these things because these are his aides. There is no way your personal aides will be attacking people. Your critics, they'll be attacking them, insulting them. There's no name. They didn't call me. They called me a terrorist. They called me a gun runner. They said I was the one that supplied his aides, his close aides. That was the one that supplied arms for gun running for Dino. What is my business with Dino? They called me a mother. There's no name. They called me a blackmailer. Blackmailing who? This same Peter who cannot tolerate criticism today calls Shore a blackmailer in chief because Sarah reporters ran the story against him. Is a political fraud.
Okay, so
it got so heated that the anchor of the program had to tell him that, we're on national radio. You can't sit here vituperating and calling somebody such slanderous names. Again, like we said earlier during the introduction, that Peter Obi, it's not the first time, all of these names have been attributed to him. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu too has a lot of attribution attached to him. Most of the politicians, this is a political season, so you would expect this. But some people think think for Deji, this is too personal, that he's already taken over from Reno Mokri, who took it upon himself on a daily basis to call Peterobi all forms of names, and they asked, why did he not sue Peterobi? The People's Gazette, also Peterobi vowed to sue them, said that they released something that was considered to be slanderous, the whole Yes Daddy video, where there are allegations of him invoking religious war or something, and all that stuff. And then people started digging out old history of Deji Adeyanju on a murder case which he was actually discharged and acquitted of 10 years ago. And the question was, who actually is Deji? Is he an activist? Is he a lawyer? Is he an attention seeker? Is he someone who is looking for political appointment but pretending to be an activist? Or did he align with himself with Omoyele Sowore to become popular and give an appointment or get consultation? You know, there was a time he did the same thing to Nyesom Wike, where he said all manner of things in his office, and surprisingly he retracted his statements. We don't know if it's state powers or whatever, but Deji was so confident in some of the words he used against Nyesom Wike at the time. What's your reaction to this, Mr. Tony Mbata?
Thank you, Esther. When you listen to some political hungry people talking, you will see their statement, how disjointed they are, and you know where they are coming from and where they are going. And you listen to what he's saying and the people he mentioned, Sahara reporters and all the rest of them, and what Peter Obi told him, and the envelope and whatever. You saw that.
Let me even ask about that. Is it abnormal for such things to happen?
I'm coming. You see a man that is seeking for relevance and also that have been paid to do some dirty job, which we know them for, even while some of them were in the university. You think that you are doing activism with them. They are mold inside student union government. They are the people romancing with the management. And when you have your student union meetings, the next day you see yourself, they will come and arrest you people. So, and some lunatics, when they are talking on air, you shouldn't have bothered yourself too much. But if people says that Peter Obi should not take some people to court, they are just trying to downplay it, because they say ignorant of law is not an excuse. Because a journey of 1,000 miles start a day. You have to show examples so that he can prove most of the things. You know why it baffles some of us? And I know that Nigerians are more intelligent. And when you say obedient, they attack people, they do this. People know the antecedent of people that are attacking people. Peter Obi or obedient, which I'm not part of it, have never attacked anybody.
You're
except obedient.
You're not an obedient.
I'm not obedient. I'm not, and I will not be. I'm myself. I will not be. So, and when you see them, they are the people attacking Peter Obi. And the issue, you ask them, this man left office for over 12 years. Both EFCC, ICPC, DSS, police, army, civil defense, nobody have laid. Even the thing Deji was saying, he used Anambra money to do this. He is crying more than they believe. He's being more Catholic than the Pope. All these things are false allegations. And let me tell you, the theory they are using now is that, you see, this is lies. They can't prove it, it's not truth, but keep telling the lies. Keep telling the lies. Keep telling the lies. So some people, some feeble-minded people will say, it may be true. But people knows the truth. And people like him, is the job they pay him, and he's doing it. But the unfortunate thing is
that he called the APC a party of rigging.
Forget about,
he doesn't have any alliance
in
with
politics.
APC,
At the end of it,
to choose,
he will choose Tinubu. And in politics, I've told you here before that in politics, it's not what you are seeing people doing. Politics, the more you look, the less you see. So most of these boys are being paid. Some of them are looking for appointment. If you listen to what they're, money, more will come, more will come. More will come. But all these things are lies. Because if the government of the day, from APC, from Buhari, has found anything against Peter Obi, both those money, both Anambra money you used to invest, they should have, instituted a case. And the EFCC have invited him over 12 years.
They keep
nobody have this. This to tell you that they are lying. It's like, let me tell you what happened. When Jesus was about to be crucified, they don't find anything to kill him. They say, this man said, he will destroy the temple and he will rebuild it in 3 days. And that was the only allegation. And at a point, people prefer Barabbas. Barabbas, who was a notorious armed robber, a killer. People say, leave Barabbas and kill Jesus. We know people that don't have names. People, they forge their certificate. People, they say they have drug issue. And people, a lot of issue, people will not talk about it. And any person that want the good of this country, people will start talking. So if Peterobi have committed any offense, EFCC, where are they? ICPC, where are they? Is it Deji and Sahara Reporter that will give Nigeria? So these are conspiracy theory, lie theory. Keep lying.
Deji said he has evidence.
Let him he's a man. He's a man being drowned in the water.
He said Peter Obi should bring it. Let them. He wants to see him in court.
They will go to court.
He didn't to unravel.
So for him to start saying all this is to show you that he's a defensive maker. He's afraid.
Okay.
Based on his, you see, in life, some of the courses we do. If you come here now, I start telling you I'm a good man. I didn't steal this thing. Watch very well. Watch very well. If I didn't steal anything, I didn't commit anything, go to court now. I don't bloody care. I don't need to start vibrating and calling you names and doing this. It's a defensive mechanism. It's a job they pay him. He will see what will happen. He came out and was talking to Yesen Wike. We listened to the way, the language he used against Yesen Wike. At the end of it, what happened?
He retracted.
This is people who know their job. So we are not afraid. Obedient are more intelligent than them. I'm not part of Obedient, and I will not be part of Obedient. I support who I want to support.
Do you think the Obedients are mobsters? A couple of people.
No. These things are names. This is fascist. You know, they didn't believe what happened. Esther, they didn't believe what happened in 2023. They thought that these people are a set of people that are in the room tweeting. But when Obedient and what they are doing here, Obedient is one of the biggest structure we have in the political history of Nigeria today. And go and mark it. Obedient will,
sure?
Because they have
the articulated, the partified.
No, those ones are when election comes, some set of people. Obedient have structure now. Obedient are building themselves. Obedient have the country attack. They want to change this country. They are the people that they want to change. They want to take their country back from lunatics, from
roads. There were some persons amongst the obedient movement who utilized the platform for their self-glorification. Are you aware that
among the 12, you must surely see Judas. You must surely see. But I'm telling you, what obedient they structure their put. They know these are the threat to political elite. These are the threat to all these people. They know that what these people have articulated and put on ground, they themselves cannot put it because they don't have the brain. So what do? Attack, destroy them, call them names. No, because if you come to social media, they will follow you. They'll give you what you want because they will start it. They will start a story. They cannot end it. These people will end it for them and tell them their story because they are carrying bag of shit. They have bag of shit. They can't defend it. Where is EFCC? Where is ICPC for over 12 years? So Deji will be the person now to judge. Will be the person now to tell EFCC their job. Nobody have called Peterobi. Nobody have said he used Anambra money. All the things Peterobi say he has done and the money he left in the bank, nobody have said it's a lie. So Deji, to tell you that it's a paid job he's doing, let him go to court and defend himself.
You say that Peterobi's record is very clean.
Very clean. Okay. No politician in Nigeria can stand Peterobi. All of them are afraid. That is what is happening. And I'm telling you, that is a conspiracy theory. I've told you two stories. A theory of fear that Northern element put Nigerians. Okay. And this is another theory now. Lie theory. Keep eating the lie. Keep eating the lie. Keep eating the lie. Some people will say, we have three set of people. One that say, you see, Esther, we support you. Whether you are dying or not, we. There's other people say, Esther, we are with you, but they are afraid. Other people are there. So when this heat is coming, some gullible people will fall.
Is the president not clean too?
We know the story. Let president go to US. If he's clean, let him go to US.
He has gone to US.
I have not seen him going to US.
One of the
no.
Summit or something.
Which summit?
He has not gone to the US.
He have not gone to US.
Sure?
US. I have not seen him.
Well,
when Trump was inviting all African leaders, what happened to your president? He has not gone to US. He should go and clear they are putting cases upon cases when they say it has issue of this and that. Let the United States of America release the document. What about the university issue? Okay. People will not talk about these things.
The APC theorist team of lawyers led by Prince Lateef Fagbemi told the court far back as 2003 through the American consulate in Nigeria inquired about Tinubu's criminal record, and it said the outcome of the inquiry, which the federal government made through the Inspector General of Police, yielded a clean bill.
Where is the bill? We want to see it.
That is the question a lot of
where is the you see, don't believe what they're telling you.
Was now asked,
where is the bill?
it's for
what about remember
dollars States or not?
Remember when Donald Duke said they used Donald Duke picture? All these things we saw. These things you see. All these things we saw. Somebody attended secondary school that have not existed before. Now all these things were there. They will not attack such a person because they know they have. I tell you, they will start a story. They cannot complete it. Peterobi is an Iroko in Nigeria history politics today. And everybody, if you want to market yourself, if you want to get a follower, either you attack him or you praise him. People will want to say, what are you saying about Peterobi? And Peterobi has made himself that they are all afraid, whether he's contesting or not. And what we want is that we want a better Nigeria. That's what we want.
Okay.
Any one of them that is coming, I remember I said it here. What Ngige said, that a politician is supposed to be a man that have a name. If you don't have a name, you are not supposed to come out. Somebody told Nigerians that when he was in the university, he is riding Mercedes. His father is a director of manager of many companies. Many companies. How can one person be a manager of many companies? And they ask him, is he your money? He said, no, I'm not. We know all these things.
Okay, Mr. Lawale Kundaya, well done. Why is your face like that? So let's look at the Deji Adeyoju as a premise. I mean, it's the talk, but we want to understand where he is coming from. Are you attacking somebody who attacked you online? Somebody called your wife a certain derogatory name. The person tries to clarify and say, oh no, the reason I didn't call your wife that. Your wife takes pictures of her butt and puts it on social media for OnlyFans, and that she never called. That is this Sarah Ibrahim, is somebody that accompanies Peter Obi anywhere he goes. She's quite popular on X. And if you decide to say, I called your wife that sort of name, it's not from me, it's you calling your wife that. So if you as an individual wants to attack, do you attack the person or you attack someone else? Because a couple of people feel that anything being done on social media or being said either in defense or against Peter Obi, and they're in the obedient movement, that he's aware of it. That because whatever it is he says, since he's the head of the obedient movement, he sanctions it. So the question now is, does he monitor everything that is being written out on social media for him or against him, that he needs to respond or defend anything that his followers actually say on his behalf? This lady is a close aide, and she wrote something. That's a premise Deji Adeyoju is hanging on. But before then, he has been making statements against him. There was a podcast he went seriously. He made derogatory statements against him. He has been doing that consistently. And that was why, they decided to ask him to retract, because he has done the same thing too with Wike in the past. Should Deji attack Peter in such a manner, or attack whoever it was that sent such a derogatory statement about himself and his family?
No. That's the first one you said about a woman, a lady showing
the aid,
showing her butt.
No, she accused Deji Adeyoju's wife that she takes pictures for OnlyFans. If you know what OnlyFans means, meaning some of the pictures she takes are quite compromising, not of someone who is married or something. So Deji, obviously, if you know OnlyFans, you know what it stipulates, that you're a woman of the night, sort of. And he feels that these are people who are close to Peter. They make such statements that he doesn't call his supporters to order when they make certain statements in derogatory manners against certain people, that it feels like he authenticates and approves some of the statements that are made by these supporters, that he doesn't call them to order. In fact, he even stated that it's like the obedient movement sort of control him. He doesn't have a control, that when he wants to make decisions, sometimes he needs to feel the pulse of the obedient movement before he decides what he wants to do. And so it clarifies him as someone who is not competent to be a president. So what's your take on that?
Now, if there's in law, I'm a teacher. In law, there's what we refer to as a defamation of character.
Okay.
So if I have a son and he defames somebody's character, are you going to sue me? No. You are going to sue me because my son, that is of age. That's of age. He insulted you. You now sue me because it's my son. You get, or you now insult me. If you insult me, I will sue you now, because I'm a person on my own. My son is a person on his own. So if my son has committed any offense, you deal with him as a person. You don't come to me. If you come to me, I will sue you as a person directly, that you confront me. It has nothing to do with my son. It's a separate case. So if Deji believes that someone that is a follower of or a close associate of Obi has committed a defamation of character against him, why are you talking against about Obi? You should take that person now, because the person is not a ghost. And Obi is not hiding the person under his pocket, so that you cannot get to the person because Obi is putting the person in his pocket. The person is on his own. You take the person to court now. But for you now to speak derogatively about Obi, you are also committing the same offense that you are already, alleging somebody.
The question, Mr. Lawal, is what happened in 2022. Deji was really, expressing support for Peter, saying Peter is better, saying Nigerians, that's the kind of leadership they need or whatever. And then things changed after, the president was declared by INEC as the winner of the 2023 general elections. So what was it at the time? Was he supporting in 2022 based on, the Obedient movement were a vocal voice on social media, and he wanted followership, he wanted them to adore, worship him?
Let me just answer that area. You go to another area. Maybe he thought that big cake we call national cake, Obi is going to get it. So he was supporting Obi. Now, when he now got that Obi didn't get that national cake, somebody else got it. He now changed his stomach infrastructure, to that other person so that he can get that big cake. Okay. You understand? So, like, a dog will be wagging tail. Okay. The dog is wagging when he see you with meat or whatever. So if you go and you see another person with meat, he will start wagging his tail about that other person. So those are those things you get, and you see in Nigeria. So some people are so, when you call somebody a prostitute, political prostitute, I don't know the difference between you and that person, because you were praising one person, you are praising another now and condemning the same person you were praising before. What do we call you? I don't know. You get it? Somebody should define that. The people will define that anyway, whether that's a prostitution or not. I don't know. So now let's come to the obedient. Let's come to the obedient. Everybody has a follower. Even as a teacher, you see students that admire you, not because you look good, but because the way you teach. I like that. When it's teaching, I understand. So they chase you all over the place. Come and explain. Come and do that. They enjoy your class. So you have a follower. The same thing in your family. Some people wait for you because they know that there's something. That when you are in their midst, everything it look good. Now, politically, it happens. In the church, it happens. Even Jesus Christ had a follower. Prophets have a follower. So, if some people believe in Obi's ideology and decided to follow him, I don't see anything wrong about that. Because even the president has his own followers. They will defend him to the letter. I understand there are so many issues. He will come in and say, no, this is where I want it to go. Even if they are not happy about it, they will jettison that thing and try to follow what he says based on the fact that they are his follower. They don't want to offend him. So it's a normal thing. I don't know why people keep saying all these things. I don't know. Now, politics is a game of number. If people, the obedient, have more number, of course, Peter Obi will win the election and they will become the president. It happens to everybody politically. Everybody. It's a game of number. You have a follower. There is one they call BAT. It has a meaning. P-BAT. It was bad before. Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Now, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is a movement of some people. And some people are queuing under it. Buhari has his own. Jonathan, everybody has, because people will look at, and then begin to follow you based on what they see about you. It's normal everywhere. I don't know why this thing is an headache to some people. When some people call themselves obedient, you are obedient, it doesn't do anything to me. If I see your ideology, I like it. If I want to join you, I have not committed any sin. I have not committed anything against the law. I will join you and I will say it openly. I will say it openly. If I don't want to join you, I will say it openly. So there's no problem about that. So people should stop confusing Nigerians and let Nigerians have a focus. And the only advice I will give will be is that most of these things, like this is the one this Deji did now. He can sue him. It's okay. But it should be more focus on his dreams, what he believes for Nigeria. He should be more focused on it. You should do what he's doing, that makes people vote for him in 2023. Continue, because there must be a reason why people voted for you, and they have seen that, and then I believe that it can still work for him. That's it.
Yeah, Esther, I want to say something about this obedience.
I was going to throw a question at you.
Okay.
Mr. Tony, do you think the obedience are described as Deji said and Shore said? You have ardent supporters, literally very loyal supporters. There are some of them that there is nothing you want to say that penetrates. They just have this trust and belief, and anybody that criticizes or says something against their principle, they come at you. It also applies to the articulated, that is the Atiku supporters. It also applies to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu supporters. You would say over time that the Atiku supporters who have been in this business for so long are used to this harsh criticism, so they're not as vocal as the obedience. The obedient movement literally came on board 2022, 2023, thereabout. That's when the force became strong. A couple of people feel they're newbies in this political scene. So how politics works, they're beginning to learn from it. They say they don't understand diplomacy. A couple of them say they're too Gen Zs. And so any form of criticism against their principle, they outrightly insult you or they're rude. Some people call them online terrorists, but you can refer to the Batified as online terrorists as well. What I'm saying is that the political actors who were involved in 2023, who intend to run in 2027, their followers are ardent, loyal, supposedly acidic in reaction to anything that criticizes their principle or their person of interest. So why make a direct call to him rather than the people who attacked you? I just need to know your own perspective.
Yeah, I want to explain something before I dive into your question.
Okay.
The issue is that obedient was an organic expression of love, not a coalition of people that are looking for money. Then when you bring them, you give them money. And when the assembly, like when we are in school, if they want to do something, they will come to school and give us money to support them. So they will form an organization. That was the time Roach has formed what they call Roach. We are doing it Oji Road. They come because every day we are looking for money. Not that you are doing it out of love, but obedient have proved that these people are people that came together because of the love of the country, and they are looking for somebody that have not a messiah, not a saint, but have at least what resemblance of what will give us hope. And Nigerians know what they want, and they go and they use their money, they use their time, they use their resources, everything they have, and do it. And they are building consistently structures that will endure. Unlike the other ones you are calling their names, which I don't want to mention. These things are political association that what brought them together was money. Money. So when the money is not there, they will not be effectively and efficiently to work and give you what you want. So obedience is now a phenomenon. Obedience is like the followers of Jesus Christ in those days. You know, when they followed Jesus, some women brought their clothes, some, you know, a lot of things. Peter, them, all of them, they didn't follow Jesus because he's a ruler that has almighty whatever. They follow him out of love and genuineness of the teaching that the Lord was giving. So obedience is quite different from other people. So the next thing people will do, all those people that, cluster themselves, was to find a way to destroy this movement. But it will not be easy for them, because I have watched obedient. You cannot see the obedient movement. They will start attacking.
Let me ask you this question. Do you think Deji has the backing of the court? I thought about this earlier today.
Backing of the...
backing of the current government in power, the confidence, the manner with which he was saying what he was saying, and outrightly calling him out, come to court. It's like you want to drag this person in the mud, like muddy this person so bad and ridicule him. Do you think that he would pursue this defamation?
This is a defensive mechanism.
He has said, go to court, I dare you.
Let me tell you.
Do you think Peter Obi will pursue it? Because it's not the first time. There was another one with People's Gazette. Do you think he will pursue it?
If I'm Peter Obi, I will pursue it to teach him a lesson. These things he's saying, if you watch him critically, if you are very critical, analytical of issues, you will know that Deji is afraid. I'm telling you. You see, people can come out. The people that make the most noise are empty drums. That's where you see them. Deji is afraid. Let him go to court. He don't need to come to radio or television and start telling. No. You don't make noise. This person have told you, I will sue you to court. Tell him go. I am ready to meet you. I don't need to start vomiting what I will do. I have evidence. Keep evidence to yourself. And when the time reach, you bring your evidence.
If Jonathan comes into this equation, do you think that movement will be divided in terms of...
Which movement?
The obedient movement.
Obedient movement has passed the level people are. They know themselves. See, the politicians themselves, they are seeing, they know. Because they cannot have this organic love or structure. So what they are doing, they are afraid to destroy.
It was a mistake Peter Obi made when he said by 2031 he will no longer be in politics.
It's a man that knows what he wants.
No, I'm saying, do you think he shouldn't have said that? A couple of people have accused him of saying stuff that he shouldn't say.
Peter Obi saying it. Esther, Peter Obi saying it does not mean that Peter Obi saying it that no other person can come out from obedience. Obedience is not a structure that will endure. Mark my statement. So Peter Obi saying that.
Okay.
Peter Obi saying that by 2031 that is not contesting again. Obedient will bring another person. It could be a Hausa man, it could be a Yoruba man. But because they have formed a structure, Peter Obi is part of they use the acronym Obedient. Does not mean that Peter Obi controls them. No. Obedient will get people that are more credible. Maybe some of
control them.
Not control them, meaning that by telling them that don't support this or don't support that person. No. It's not what I'm talking about. But what I'm telling you that they are not a structure. They have you have whatever you call them, Atiku own, you have Tinubu own. Do they have any structure on ground? Now these people have a very solid office where they're operating, and they know what they want. They want a change. So if you find them, the problem they're having is that people who thought that they can go to social media and say all manner of things and go scot-free, they will meet Rod. And they will not come back and start crying that obedience is not doing it. You will watch most of the things that is happening in social media. They will start it. They started with Obi's son. You see what happened. When the young man came to defend himself, obedience now started. And now showing, okay, look at this man's son said this. Look at this man. People say, obedience did this. Have they started this thing? Watch this thing. These are the conspiracy theory to destroy the family.
All right, Mr. Tony Bata, let's look at this. The reason why we have a certain demography who used to have this apathy in terms of monitoring government activities or following up on the political scene, it's because of what was witnessed during the 8 years of late Muhammadu Buhari's administration. A certain section of Nigeria's demography who necessarily just did not follow suit with what was going on in the polity. They were just there hustling, going about their businesses, but something woke them up. And a signal of that fire, of that spark, was the end SARS in 2020, where we saw majority of the youth come together. There was no tribal difference, there was no religious difference. Everyone came together, aside from the northern state. Obviously, those ones did not converge against their brother. But across the south, the southeast, the southwest, we had major mobilization for good governance, and they were calling out the administration of Muhammadu Buhari. That was one thing that made a lot of people say, I don't care how we do it. Someone else needs to come on board. We no longer want the APC. Do you think that that scenario of 2020 changed the perspective of the APC as a party? Now, the issue is this. Do you think that was supposed to be a signal of how bad the party has performed? That it feels like they have continued or it's become worse? And that's why you have that same demography actively being involved in politics and calling out the government of the day by saying, We don't care how anybody wants to do it. We don't care who Peter Obi needs to align with. Tinubu must not continue in 2027.
Let's not go only Tinubu. Let's start from PDP. You know, when PDP started in 1999, people were so naive in checkmating the activities of the government. You saw a lot of impunities. Things are happening. You know, Buhari Saga, the former speaker, and other things people are doing. This they are, what do they call it, constituency allowance, and nobody question this money they are giving you, constituency allowance, what are you doing with it? And gradually people are becoming conscious of what is happening, and people are suffering. And at the time that the movement that brought issue of everybody coming and say, we want to know what is happening. And that is the fear of the politicians, that these people can organize themselves and say no to this. And you know what happened, how they dealt with the youth, Nigerian youth, and cover it. And those people are still doing. And Nigerian politicians, some of them that are criminal minded, don't want anybody to checkmate them. And it's like this obedient movement. I put a structure on ground to checkmate people. When you say you are receiving your constituency allowance, it's meant for you to go to your constituency to develop that place. Now you are not doing it, you are pocketing it, and somebody will ask you, what are you doing with it? When governor says security vote, how many security did you provide? Like Imo State, my place, or in the north, they are collecting security allowance. So people are beginning to be politically conscious to know what is happening, and politicians are not happy. Now what they will do is to get some elements, some people within the youth or within the enclave to make sure they discredit these innocent people that are fighting for the good of everybody. So if you don't take your time, you will follow them to condemn people that are fighting for the common man. Because they are now beginning to ask them, now you say you went to school, where did you go to school? You say you didn't forfeit money in narcotic or whatever drug. People are beginning to ask questions before they don't ask it. Before nobody asks you, anybody can ask you, take any certificate, take anything and go to INEC, submit it, and nobody will verify, and they will cover it. It's no longer like so. That is the fear of the politicians.
All right, Mr. Lawal Okundare, Atiku Abubakar on I think the 29th of May. That was Democracy Day, right? Was it Democracy Day? 29th of May, right?
It's supposed to be May Democracy Day before they change it to June 12th. Yes.
So May 29 was what?
May
Handover. Okay, yes. He wrote a message, a very lengthy one. On that message, he said that the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in the past 2 years has failed its people. That is proven to be one of the most incompetent, disconnected, and anti-people government in Nigeria's democratic history. That no previous administration has inflicted the kind of level of hardship on the masses, like showing such disregard for transparency, accountability, and responsible leadership. Mr. Lawal Okundare, he says that the government of the day not only deepened poverty across the country, but it has also set new records in wasteful public spending. At a time when millions of Nigerians are struggling to survive, government officials are living in excess, approving budgets that benefit the elite at the expense of the common man. And that it's sad that apart from being the poverty capital of the world, Nigeria has, under this administration, emerged as the unenviable position as a capital of malnourished children in Africa, having beaten Sudan, a nation currently at war. And this is according to the Global Hunger Index of 2024. Now, if you categorize this administration as such, how would you categorize Muhammadu Buhari's administration?
You know, you can, so a student can either go from bad to improve, you know, from bad to better, or bad to worse.
Okay.
So there's bad, and it can improve to better. So I see the APC governance in Nigeria to be that. So we see bad, and then we are seeing worse. That's it. Because if you say bad, you must have a you must have what you use in defining it. And what we use in defining it is past administrations.
Okay.
We have Obasanjo, who cleared the Nigerian debt, and a liter of fuel was how much? That at 60 something naira.
Stopped.
and it was paying subsidy. It was paying subsidy, and the price of food and commodities were down. I remember I bought my laptop then, brand new, Acer. I brought my laptop. Now, what I'm trying to say is that you can look at that time. Then, Yaradua came on board. He was still paying. If he even reduced the price of fuel, he brought it down by I think 2 naira. He brought the price down. Some people say when things go up in Nigeria, it doesn't go down. Doesn't come down.
Can you compare that time and now? Because you know that there was a global recession at some
point. What do you mean by global recession?
Let
me tell you something. Excuse me.
We're trying to establish the of objectivity. So it doesn't seem as if there's any direct attack on anybody.
You don't know that. It is during that COVID-19 that some countries actually increased their minimum wage.
Okay.
Apart from GDP, they increased their minimum wage. You don't know that? Like America, so many of those countries increased that because they saw.
And they did a lot of subsidy.
Yes, and also they subsidized so many things. So look at that. And in here too, what is wrong with us about that? Then how much is it? What is our data? The barrel of oil is like around 1 million plus.
1.3.
1 million per day.
Okay.
Now it's about 1.8, I think. Now, so many other things. Buhari increased the VAT. Do you know that? During Obasanjo, it was around, I think, 3 point something or 2 point something. So during the Buhari's time, it went to 7.5. Is that not it? You can see that we have means by which government make more money into their coffers. After you can see they make more money in. So there's no reason, there's no excuse why their government cannot be better than Obasanjo's government, because at this time they are making more money. They are making more money now
and borrowing more.
And there's no excuse that your government cannot be better than Obasanjo, because during Obasanjo's time, the fuel was 60 something naira. The man was paying, so he was paying that subsidy, and he cleared Nigerian debt, and he didn't borrow, and he run the government. You can liken what he did to what Obi did in his state, that so many people are following him. That he didn't borrow. What he had, he was able to use. You know how much you are using to service the debt in Nigeria? How much are we using? If you see the amount you are using to service debt now, is what Obasanjo was budgeting during his government.
Well, you know that today the presidency confirmed that Nigerians will pay mandatory paid customs duty of $80 or its naira equivalent on postal shipments from Nigeria to the United States of America. And the defense, based on the president's special advisor on social media to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and that's Dada Olusegun, he made the clarification and explained that the payment stems from a recent policy change by the U.S. government under the executive order on suspending duty-free de minimis treatment for all countries. And so a lot of Nigerians like to go into exports and import trading seminars, how they would make money, from some of the exports and exportation of either food items. Right now, NIPOS is telling us any export you're making, that you have to pay the naira equivalent of $80. Is that a good thing or?
Now the thing, look at that. You want to export. You want to export, you have to pay that. It's not fashion into the business you've been doing before. Now, you've already recouped your money in order to use it for business, and then you are telling you that you have to pay more. That means it's either you phase out of the business or you export less. What your business will now be less because you have to pay more, and that more you are going to pay will come out from the money you want to use to do business. You can see what is going on, that the government keep making more money from the people. That's why I keep saying that in a normal government that is developed, a country that is developing, the government of that country makes more money from other countries than what you are making inside.
Mr. Turinbata, if President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not developing anything, then what is he doing there? Because when he went to Brazil, he said corruption is no longer in the country, we're corrupt free, and that the policy implementation of his administration has revived the economy, that the economy is blossoming. Before you respond to that, let's take this very short break and we'll be right back. Please do kindly stay with us.
It's Time to take the next step toward your dreams. Admissions are now open for the October 2025 and January 2026 intakes at Lancaster University, Ghana. Get ready for a world-class education, global opportunities, and an unforgettable experience right from Ghana. For more information, contact us at +234 0701 708 9214 or email us at nigeria@lancaster.edu.gh. Apply today and begin your journey to success with Lancaster University, Ghana. Your future starts now.
All right, thank you for staying with us. This is the Evening Rush right here on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. It's 8 minutes gone past the hour of 8 o'clock. Mr. Tony, we need to open the phone lines on time, but let me ask you this question. I was asking you a question before we went on the break. Another thing to consider is the spate of insecurity. There were expectations that this administration would not be afraid of certain elements to fight and rout out elements of distortion, chaos, and literally disorganization in Nigeria's polity. The best way to stop the GDP per capita of any nation, the best way to stop production, the best way to enhance any economy is to make that country unstable, where people can't go to their farms, people can't go to their shops, people cannot go to work. That's the best way to make an economy unstable and lead them into famine and abject poverty. Now, with what was experienced during the previous administration, where there were talks that Muhammadu Buhari had an Islamization agenda and that they were the ones that imported this terrorists into the country to establish some kind of jihadist whatever, there were expectations that this administration would do something else, clear out the system, start off with making sure that every region is safe. You're coming from Imo State and you were narrating something to me while we were in the studio. What is going on in Imo State? Is it a problem of the federal government or a problem of the state government? There seems to be no presence of governance in Imo State. What is happening, and with what is currently at play, do we think that in 2027 there will be a complete swift handover to APC from Imo State with what is currently happening?
What is happening in Imo State? From Imo State, precisely Owerri West, Emabiam. What I saw this time around, very close to Libra Transport, with those people that they call them Intraku.
What is that?
I don't know, that's the name they call them. The Aboro that wear uniform. What I saw,
like legitimate Aboro
that wear uniform. What I saw in Imo State, I compare it with what I saw in Abia State. In Abia State, you see a civilized society.
Okay.
In Imo State, you see a place that is full of anarchy and ready to destroy. And the worst thing about it is that I was there when they were looting the Libra transport vehicle and damaging things, looting people. And the police was there guiding them. I saw. Nobody told me this. I was there. And I called somebody and I was asking, who are these people? He refused to tell me because they are the part of the system. The only question, as he said, Comrade Tony, I hope nobody touch you. It's not their business. They are doing their work. Which work are you doing? The level of Aboro. In fact, if you come to Lagos State is more civilized. That the Aboro in Lagos State, this the Lasma and Kai, they are more responsible, more orderly and whatever than what I saw in Imo State. It's an eyesore. I hope that Libra Transporter will take them to court because they were carrying dagger, knife, and you see police doing nothing, guiding them. Looting, they destroy a lot of things. So, and that came to mind to tell me that this is some of the things they use during the election. It's not that the people cannot contend with them. People win. And I've told people that are contesting an election, any day Tony Mbata decide to contest election, he do me, I do you. He don't believe in you carry your own, I will not carry, because I will equip my people and you equip your people. Because it's only when you know that I'm mad, you are mad, we now look at a soft ground. Because I don't think what is happening in Imo State, that we have a government, such a thing will happen. It will happen. I saw what happened in Abia State. How the special advisor, senior special advisor on transportation came out and addressed people. You saw people that have hope, know that they have government. People that know that they have government, they trust. You love what is happening in Abia State. And I came to my state. What I saw was anarchy, stupidity, and it can't even happen in Lagos.
So why is no one calling the governor to order? If you have a state that seems to be ungovernable, there's no presence of governance in the state, there seems to be anarchy in the state, then who came out for elections during the off-season elections?
All those
people that came out to actually be part of the process. Because a situation where you see that there is absolute breakdown of law and order, people do what they like, businesses are shut in some of the communities are deserted, most people are no longer staying there. Obviously, there will be no internally generated revenue. They won't be able to generate revenue. In fact, if you look at the GDP, that is the IGR of each of the states across the federation, Imo State is always almost the last all the time.
You know, Esther,
especially for this past 2-3 years of Hope Uzodinma. So what is this? What does that say? And how come nobody is calling the state governor asking questions? Okay, what's going on in your state?
Esther,
or is it deliberate to allow certain things continue like that?
Esther, when you made a madman a conductor, my people used to say nowadays, when a madman become a conductor, he will overconduct whatever. And a state where most people... No, I'm not calling anybody. I say it's an adage in my place that when you make a madman a conductor, that's people that follow moto, they will be doing all manner of things. And the problem is that in Imo State, what I saw, what I noticed, most of the politicians are what they are looking for their stomach. They don't have an ideology of what they want, where they want to go, or to ask somebody a question. It's only when somebody bring money, you praise that person. You see, what happened, what I saw in Imo State, or most of the eastern state, apart from Abia, is that when you make criminals, the Ezes, most of the Ezes today are 4199, we know. They give the start of office. And what do you think that will come out from that place? The Bible says when a righteous man is on the throne, people rejoice. But when a wicked man is on the throne, what will happen? And this is what they are doing, is to put fears in the mind of people, so that at the election day, they will sit down one corner and do and write a result and say somebody win the election. If we have election, which we are going to have, and I encourage anybody, if we are vying for any election, prepare.
Okay. All right. Do you have anything to say? Because I want to open the phone lines. Mr. Lawal Kondaya.
Yes, okay. I have a lot to say.
Wow.
I have a lot to say. It's just the time that is making me to choke on my words.
Okay.
Because I don't know. I stand to be corrected. Is it true that the passport, to get passport has been...
Yes, it has increased.
Nigerians
are keep suffering.
Some people don't intend to travel, so some people, concern them.
Okay.
Well, because they don't want us to move out. They want us to be here so that they will be...
In a developed country, everybody, even a newly born child, will have a passport. That's it now. Because it's like your ID card. Passport is like an ID card that you want to use to move around. So it's something everybody will have. Now, let's break it down. They increase it to 100,000. Is it the amount for printing that passport, that paper that increased? Because I know it's paper.
Well, I think it's not printed in Nigeria. There's one country.
Even if it's printed
this APC government, they want to inflict pence on Nigerians.
Even if it's printed in the moon, you get it, or it's printed on Mars, outside Nigeria. I mean, outside the world.
Outside the world.
Yes, and maybe it's
printed on the moon or sun. The sun. The question is, are we the only person printing passport? Other countries are printing passport. You want to tell me that the inflation that came on that paper that you are printing, is over 200%, because 35 naira times 35,000 naira times 2. If you add 100% of 35 naira to 35 naira, it will be 70,000 naira, isn't it? That means you add another 35 naira to it, making 200%. So you are telling me that paper where you are printing it before for 35 naira last year, they increase their price by more than 200%. That is why you increase the price of the passport for your people. Because I don't know, they should come and tell us the reason why it is, or maybe who's Deji? No, are they your Jew, or maybe who is the other person?
Are you referring to Minister of Interior?
Anybody from the government
it's from
now.
the office of the Ministry of
I don't
Interior.
see
The issue is that they don't want
people
the poor
the
masses
spokesperson
to
for the
breathe.
government for the president is should come and tell us
They don't
why
want the
we
poor
have
Ministry
to
of
pay more.
Interior that made mention of this increased.
I'm sure before he
money
made that,
for
Have you
passport,
checked what is happening in bank? Any transaction, see deduction. See deduction
I mean,
in the
mad
bank.
deduction,
You see,
mad
this
one.
country, they want to say let the poor
don't-
breathe.
I mean, I don't breathe.
Is it not a Senate
So I've been
president?
saving
They
money
want
to
to
buy
kill us.
passport now. That means I have to continue saving
at
for
what
the
is
next
happening in
5
bank.
years.
Any little
Before
thing,
the
they deduct.
the money will reach that amount. Before you reach it, they will increase it again.
They don't
How can
want,
you
they
increase
don't
from
want you
35 naira
to
to 100?
Japa syndrome, but they want to move us so that they can go to Obodoyibo to treat themselves. No, so that we will die here. You know, they don't want us to grow. They don't want anybody.
No. Maybe they remove subsidy on it because some people are eating the subsidy. Because they always tell us the subsidy.
They remove
Few
subsidy.
people are eating the subsidy.
Yes, they remove
so
subsidy.
people like there are people with 10 maybe 100 passports.
No, they remove. You have said it. Or they remove subsidy.
Maybe they remove subsidy.
Yeah,
I don't know.
they
Maybe they
remove
should
subsidy.
explain to us because I don't understand.
Subsidy.
How
It's
can somebody
wickedness of
say
this country.
So if somebody just had an issue now that you need to quickly fly abroad, you just sit down, you'll be looking. Because that's
the
another
level of
bloody
wickedness. That's the level of wickedness we are facing in this
What
country.
exactly?
Based
What
on
country
what
are we now saying-
the
going to say
ministry
now?
explained, they said improved service quality, enhanced security and data integrity.
Which data?
Which some people have been doing before.
Wait,
But how many administrations have
Esther,
been
leave
printing
grammar.
passport at a
Leave
cheaper
this
rate?
Elimination
grammar.
of corruption and delay.
Corruption. Who are the
Technological modernization.
Very good.
Restoring national integrity.
National integrity,
Addressing
yeah.
past
are
inefficiencies.
very
So
good.
they add the money everything on
Everything.
top.
Oyibo.
Down from
subsidy.
35 naira. Oh. They didn't even make it 45 naira. They didn't make it 55 naira.
But passports
They
actually
make it
cheap.
Nigerians.
Passports actually cheap.
Nigerians.
Let me just ask all over the world. Is this something that is accessible?
Nigerians-
It's like your ID card, you know. It's like ID. I want to.
No, I just want to understand that passports actually cheap across the world.
It should. Passport is your national. It's
like
an
your
identity.
your identity now.
Well,
you can use it anywhere.
Let's take calls. 08036929933. 08036929933. The WhatsApp number is 0817175638. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, sir. What's your name, please?
My name is Okay, calling from Ayeto, Ogun State.
Ayetoro. Welcome,
Ogun
sir.
State. I'm going to work at Kelengo.
There was sir.
I'm going to say that I greet you.
Thank you, sir.
Imo State. I asked him, I'm going to Koloshina.
There we go.
Hey, Kundayo.
Good evening, sir.
Am I Pele?
Yeah. I don't know.
They don't want you people to enjoy anything in this country. So, Nigeria, we're like made to them. We're like Omodo. In Nigeria, if you go to church or go to anywhere, if you see maid, you will know. The color of the clothes, they different. So, they buy a paper for them. So, any day when the maid wear new clothes, the children of the house will say, who buy the clothes for you? That's what we are to them. So, make passport cheap, make you and them, they go abroad, go to enjoy. They make everything costly for the poor man. Everything costly for, so no hope. APC has come to kill
There is
Nigeria.
renewed hope. Be hopeful.
Yeah, okay, renewed one.
Renewed hope.
This renewed one.
Renewed hope.
What I'm just saying that Nigeria is in our hand. My in-law has said it all. If you like, make they keep quiet. If you want to rescue Nigeria today, it's in our hand. But if you are waiting for these people, this current assembly, this regime to do anything good for you, my God, it's just like pouring water on a stone.
All right. Thank you very much for calling. Thank you. 08036929933. 08036929933. Hello. Good evening. How are you?
Yeah, Esther.
Sir. Welcome, sir.
From Isolo.
Welcome, sir. How are you, sir?
I did. Well done.
Thank you, sir. Go ahead.
For Tony Mbata.
Oh, God, they don't come again.
All this why they very, very soon I'm going to expose all the things when I take the cover, all this why.
All right.
We did talk about Agbero for Lagos. Say, Agbero for Lagos, no fit stand where Agbero did for East. But once you guys come to Lagos, you will be talk, they do this one, they do that one, they do that one, they do that one. Thank God is also exposing what is going on. Those of us we don't stay east, we don't go there. We know what thing we they see there.
Tunde, we're objective. We want you
That
to
is
be
the thing
objective.
there. That's what you are now saying. For Mr. Waiting that one they call himself Lawal, Abi waiting.
No, now don't be condescending now. Tunde, don't say waiting that one they call
Tunde has
now.
been so
No.
insultive and
No, Tunde,
the
don't
biased
do that.
mind.
No, don't
I'm from
be
Imo State and I
condescending.
told you what I saw.
We're objective here.
Objective.
We don't hide
We don't hide
anything.
anybody.
We call out the crime. We call out
No.
the evil.
The other day
whatever region.
he was even
Yeah.
derogatively and saying certain things.
Hello, good evening, sir. Good evening. How are you?
Like that.
Hello, Esther Atiku. Good
Welcome,
evening.
ma. Welcome, ma. How are you, ma?
Well done. I'm fine. Well done for your good job.
Thank you, ma.
God will be your strength too.
Amen.
Dede, Tony Mbata,
Ndewo.
Marapole,
I remember.
and Kundaya. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, ma'am.
Now well done.
Well done,
Done work, Jerry. Now you go from church, but stop.
All right, ma. Go ahead.
What I want to say is that if I may say, I will say let Peterobi not face sue that man. Let him leave that man alone because they are object of distractors. They want to distract him. So that is what I want to put my now.
Okay.
Now well done. Now well done.
Thank you very much, ma. Thank you for calling. 08036929933. And the WhatsApp number is 0817175638. Hello, how are you? Hello?
Hi, Esther.
Hi. Remy, what happened? You abandoned me. Why?
My sister, I don't abandon you.
So what happened?
Yeah. My sister, how can I abandon you? What shall he profit? What shall he profit Remy that abandon Esther?
Remy, welcome.
God bless you, ma'am.
How are you today?
And kudos to your analyst.
All right. Please go ahead, sir.
Now, Esther,
Sir?
my master degree was in media campaigning and social change.
Okay.
And one of my favorite modules at the university then in London was propaganda. And I know it well. I know how it works. Now, if I don't like it, if I'm a fan of Esther, and I don't want people to know, the best thing, the way to send the message is to attack anything that opposes Esther.
Wow.
I'm not coming to say I support Esther. She's the best. So I'm not saying so. But I go. So when Wole Soyinka was busy attacking Peter Obi, I told people that look, Wole Soyinka is a fan of Tinubu, but he's not just proud to come and defend him in the open. You know, my parents are from Abeokuta, and one of my auntie called me and said, "You don't say that to our hero." I said, "Wait." Then I said to her that go on Google, type Wole Soyinka link to CIA. Whatever you see, come and do whatever you want to do unto me. She did. And she was quiet. So Deji, that is coming out for Obi now. Esther, don't you know the cost of attacking Obi? It pays to attack Obi. Because if you attack Obi, there will be bank alert for you. Bang.
God bless you, sir.
That's exactly what they're doing. But one thing, I'm going to shut up now because I know you don't have my time. I want to urge Nigerians.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to do, they call something impact evaluation.
Okay.
How is this government treating you? Nigerians are living a subhuman life. Go out, collect PVC, and vote the way you are feeling right now. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Remy. Thank you for calling. All right. 08036929933. That's the number to call. And the WhatsApp number is 0817175678. Hello, sir. Good evening. Hello, sir.
Is that Esther?
Yes, sir. This is Esther Wachuku, sir. Welcome. What's your name?
Chris from Tango.
Chris
I
from
greet Lawal. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
We are following you people. We are doing a good job.
Thank you.
I want to say, Tony Mbata,
Sir.
we are from Imo State. We are not far from the truth.
Thank you,
What
sir.
is happening? I'm from Imo too. let me see. Do you know that one of my junior brothers bought
Hello, sir. Can you step
commercial
away from your
motor,
radio? There's a
and
feedback
he
from your.
cannot use that motor because of Bible. He can only come out
Okay, sir.
by
Can you
5
adjust
o'clock.
your audio? You're at the background, please. There's a noise at the background and it's distorting. Okay, please kindly call us back. All right. Thank you. Hello. Good evening. How are you? Hello. 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 Okay, I think this person has a network situation. Hello. Good evening. How are you?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. Welcome. What's your name?
Christopher, I'm the fourth caller.
First time caller. Okay, let me ring the bell for you. Thank you for joining us right here. Welcome, sir. Please, what's your name and where are you calling us from?
You people, you are doing a very good job.
Thank you.
I love this station and I will continue to love it.
Thank you.
In case of Peter Obi, let me tell you today, they are jealous of that man. Because he's very intelligent. So if Nigeria for you, if they want to rubbish you, they will just rubbish you. Look at Taisho Lare. When they want to rubbish him, they give him a portfolio and they rubbish him. Let Peter Obi have a focus. And let me tell you something today, mark it down. Peter Obi will win. I'm a Yoruba man, but Peter Obi will win. Mark it down. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
All right, well done. It's not just saying it, it's doing what is necessary. All right, and we're asking for the reforms of INEC. The reforms should be implemented as soon as possible if you want your preferred candidate to win. All right, 08036929933. That's the number. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Hello, good evening, Esther.
Good evening, sir. Welcome. What's your name, sir?
Yeah, my name is Chike, calling from Apapa.
All right, Chike, welcome to you. Please
yeah,
go
good
ahead.
evening to Tony Bata and Kundayo in the studio.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, first of all, I want to talk about Adeyoju criticizing Peter Obi. I have to find out the truth behind what somebody is saying. What is this man, what's supposed to be his plan to achieve? What is he planning to achieve by criticizing Obi every time? So, if you look at it, you know that Adeyoju is just doing his job. He's just paid to destroy Obi. These guys are in groups. If this one close work, another one will open. Reno Mokri, maybe he's on leave. They do like radio guys, like you guys. When this one go on leave, another one will resume work. So maybe when Adeyoju will finish, that time Reno Mokri might have retained strength to talk more. So that is not supposed to be the news. What we're supposed to be talking about is how we should remove APC by 2027. And Nigeria should focus on how can we remove these guys. Because anything short of that, after 2027, all of us are going to be in trouble. Yes, thank you. Good evening.
All right, thank you, Chike. Some people will not align with your thoughts, or Chike. Some people feel that the president is working. Some people feel the economy is picking up. Some people also trust in the future of the country with the president for the next 4 years. So when you say Nigerians, it's not everyone. Okay. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, sir. Welcome. What's your name?
Okay, my name is How long this country going to remain like this?
That's your name?
Yeah, that's my name. That's my name.
Okay.
Yes, I greet Mr. Tony Baka. I greet the other man close to you, the lecturer.
Mr. Lawal Ekundari. Are you a first-time caller?
Ma?
Are you a first-time caller?
No, I called once in Blue Moon, but I used to listen to your program the whole week, every month.
Wow.
The whole week, every month.
Okay.
I listen to people from the other station, from the other guy, that man in the morning.
Okay.
And those girls. Yes, I listen to every morning, every day in my lifetime, apart from Saturdays and Sundays.
Wow.
You guys know air.
Okay. No, I come on air on Sundays or in the evening.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
On the first one, let me just quickly pop up something. I bet Esther,
Sir?
that guy today, please, anytime he comes.
Okay, what happened now?
Hello?
Ahead. Go ahead.
Please, anytime that guy called today, cut him off. Please. I remember one time he called with one different number. He now said, now I don't want to pick my first number now. Now another number I take call you. I used to listen to your program very well. Though.
You do, really. You really
Please,
do.
cut him more. In the first darling thing, I used to listen to which first darling. That is not be made, but anything for life, not be made. No, look at the way he's talking to that man close to you.
I caught the call. When you don't talk on what was discussed and you start insulting and become condescending, I'll cut you off. And I did that.
Cut him off. That's all.
Okay, thank you. All right, but the thing is, everyone has a right to express.
You just express yourself. You don't need
so
to attack.
the thing is, it is when you are expressing and then you are now insulting.
I'm from Imo State, and I was telling you.
So I cannot deprive him.
Why did you mention my name? The way you know
this.
What's the name of that?
He thought because you being a Yoruba, you will dance to that Purapu meeting of.
Which one is Purapu meeting?
No. For him to be a biased Nigerian, some people are not happy because what happened in Nigeria is that when a thief comes from Imo State, you say it's our own thief. Allow him.
You know that.
So Imo State man will not criticize the thief.
You know that majority of the Southwest, not all of them are lying.
I know. This is what we are trying to let Nigerians know.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Welcome, sir. How are you?
Yeah, my name is Peter Obi. I'm calling from Satellite.
All right, Mr. Peter, go ahead.
The increasing of the passport.
Yeah. Okay.
The increasing of the passport.
Okay.
The right.
God, turn down the volume of your radio, please. I thought that you had adjusted it, and I was like, okay, but you did not. So kindly call us back. Hello, good evening. How are you? Hello? All right, 08036929933, and the WhatsApp number is 0817-1756-338. Hello, good evening. Good evening. How are you? What's your name?
My name is Dodo.
Dodo.
I'm calling from Ijesha.
All right, sir. Go ahead, sir.
I greet Tony Bata and Okunda.
Wow, okay.
Thank you, sir.
So, it's a first-time caller, Charles.
Hey! Welcome. Happy to have you here with us.
So, whenever I hear the voice of Tony Bata and the dancing, I'm always happy. Because I'm from Imo State, they too from Imo State. We are not happy. So I just want to thank Tony Bata, my brother. Well done for a good job.
Thank you.
God with you. Whatever happens in Imo State, Yahweh. So thank you.
All right, thank you for calling. 08036929933, and the WhatsApp number is 0817-1756-338. 0817-1756-338. Okay. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Hello.
Yes, hello. Welcome. What's your name, sir?
This is Charles from Festac.
Charles from Festac. Charles, please go ahead.
What Adeji said about obedience is absolutely true.
Okay.
Number one, the man in your studio there, Mr. Tony Bata.
Okay.
He said Mr. Darlington has slave mentality. He should apologize to him because the man do not align with them. Just give an advice. I'm also from Imo State. I'm from Peterobi, to be precise.
Okay.
So I'm speaking as an Igbo man, not a Yoruba or Hausa man.
All right.
So he should apologize to him.
Okay.
There's this guy that they call mayor that comes in the morning on Igbo program as Adeze and to handsome. They call him mayor. I think he said in first back here or whatever, example word of here. He always come and insult people. Those who do not align with them because of Peterobi. He can't continue insulting people because he wants Peterobi to be president. I will be happy as an Igbo man for Peterobi to be president. But you can't continue insulting people. That's those that have a different opinion with you, you insult them. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much for calling.
Can I clear myself?
You didn't talk about that one.
Can I clear myself?
Okay.
You see, Mr. Charles? You got me wrong, sir. I was explaining issue about the northern fear they put in us because of the number, and with that mentality that most of us are gearing towards it, that they have the number. That's where I call Barrister Darlington. I didn't call him say slave mentality. I said the northerners gave us that fear theory
Because President was advocating
that they have number that Obi should deputize Atiku. I say we should not believe on that school of thought. So please, you got me wrong, sir. And I have already apologized because why I did it, because I am a liberal person and I know I didn't say it, but I keep apologizing. I say I didn't say such to to humiliate or whatever. We are getting us wrong, sir.
All right. Hello, good evening.
Hello, Esther. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. So sorry for keeping you. Please, what's your name?
Hello.
I can hear you, sir. Absolutely clear. What's your name, sir?
Esther, good evening. How are you?
I am fine, sir. Welcome. Sorry for keeping you. What's your name, sir? I can hear you very well. What's your name, sir?
My name is Mayor. I'm calling from Chester.
Mayor, they just call your name. Go ahead, sir.
Let me make my comments.
Okay.
The network is where I can't hear you.
All right.
What the man, the Jagdeo, was saying about Peter, I think it's just like somebody said. I think Remy from UK, yeah. When Peterobi has now become it has become the what how do we call it? The beautiful bride. That if you want to make name or make everybody will be attacking him. It's so unfortunate that people will come out in the name of maybe politics and be making some derogatory against somebody of that nature. It's so unfortunate. And this man, they say he's a lawyer. I mean, if somebody had attacked you, however, was it Peter that made it directly to your wife? If Obedient had done that, it's unfortunate. Yeah. Where we are heading, I saw a picture. Somebody posted a picture where the current president was driving a vehicle, a luxurious bus or something, a big bus. Many people were filled inside. And this bus was there. Where are you driving us to? That is where we are now. We don't know where Tinubu taking us, and people are doing petty politics over it, attacking Peterobi as if Peterobi. We don't know where we are heading to. That is the point now. This man has no direction. This man has nothing to offer. Even like Daniel Bwala said, he's going to do. Even giving 50 years, there's nothing. Let us address the issue and work together to make sure that this man leaves that position by 2027.
All right. Well, the way Peter Obi has been attacked is the way the president has also been attacked. It's the political season. It is expected. The president is called all sorts of names. In fact, T-Pain, T-Demon, T-this, T-that. So I think it's the political season and most of these are expected. But the question that a lot of Nigerians are asking is how many people will Peter Obi have to sue for things like this? Hello, how are you? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Welcome. What's your name,
Hello?
sir? Yes, this is a private number. What's your name, sir?
My name is Ozemena. I'm calling from Enugu.
Ozemena, okay. Ozemena, please go ahead, sir.
Yeah. Really, the political situation of this country, even before the independence of Nigeria.
Ozemena.
Yes?
You're fading, no?
Okay, can you?
I think maybe because of where he's coming from. 080369299. Good evening, welcome. What's your name?
Hello,
I can hear you. Good evening. What's your name, please?
Hello.
I can hear you, sir. I can hear you. It's the network. What's your name?
Yeah, my name is Okudele, calling from Alawado.
Okudele, welcome, sir.
Calling from Alawado. I greet your guest today, Mr. Tony Bata and Kundayo.
Thank you. Good evening, sir.
Mr. Tony Bata is talking about Imo State. I myself am from Imo State.
Okay.
At least his own local government is West West. I'm from Ohaji. Precisely, I'm from general.
I know I'm for my brother.
Yeah, I want to say something. Thing that is happening in Imo State is this. The governor for Imo State is not ready to talk about insecurity in Imo State. How can a governor be governing Imo State and be staying in Abuja? I don't see the reason why a sitting governor who swore an oath to protect life and property of a state cannot even stay in his own state and govern his state. He's not doing the right thing. So if he's afraid of governing the state, at least he should tell us if he can hand over to his deputy. Let his deputy try his own power, whether he can solve the problem or not. That's one. Then two, people who are attacking Peter Obi should also know that all of us are going the same market. There is no market. I keep on saying it. There is no market. Name Igbo or Hausa or Yoruba. If things are good for Nigeria, it's good for all of us. If things are bad, it's bad for all of us. So they should stop attacking Peterobi. And I want to thank God for my people, Igbo. That Peterobi did not win an election. They did not declare Peterobi election. This thing happened. Had they been that they declared Peterobi winner, and this thing that is happening in Nigeria happened. No, I'm telling you, only Lagos here. But every day you'll be hearing the Igbo man attacked, Igbo man attacked, Igbo man attacked. This is your brother. But thank God for everything. But all the same, those people who are leading us will remember that one day we will leave this world, and after leaving this world, we'll give account. Those people, that thing that God has given to you, how do you manage it? The resources of a country that God has given to you, the human being that God has given to you, how do you manage it? That's the only thing I want to hear them. That they remember that nobody goes they leave this world with money or power.
All right, thank you very much. Hello, good evening. How are you? Hello. Hello.
Hello, Esther.
Welcome, sir. Sorry for keeping you. What's your name, sir?
This is Olufopo Agmo.
Ah, not Darlington today. Welcome, sir.
Good evening.
Oh, good evening, sir.
Yes, I have nothing to say. I did Mr. Fundayo and Chief Dambata, or is that correct?
Yes, you are correct. Mbata.
Okay, my question is that can these people, can they allow Obi to rule Nigeria? Why am I saying this? During the Baba Wulo, they didn't allow him. During Abiola, they didn't allow him. Any person who ready to do good to Nigeria, these people will not allow it. So I'm asking Mr. Dambata and Ekundayo, is it possible to allow Obi to rule? That's my question. Thank you very much, Esther.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, I want to take some messages right about now because a lot of messages are here. So kindly bear with me if you're calling and I don't get to pick your calls. Okay, so let me start from message. Okay. This person says, malicious comments about Peter Obi must stop. Esther, you are too lenient with that guy called Tunde, and that gives him the impetus to make slanderous comments against your guest, Frank Noble. Frank Noble, when persons who have ill intentions call, they don't start off like that. I mean, he was warm when he called in greeting, right? I cannot say that I anticipate he's going to be negative in his response to whatever it is we're discussing. So it is when that happens, then obviously the right reaction is taken. We can't stop people who have different opinions about issues, but it is when it comes to insulting, denigrating, or casting aspersions, we wouldn't allow it, and that's what I did. But thank you very much for participating in the conversation today. Good evening, Esther. Mr. Tony Bata, Mr. Ekundai. Esther, read my message. I have been sending messages, but you have refused to read them. I did not refuse. It's random. Okay, I don't have much to say about this government of lies and deceit. They even lied that Japan has given Nigerians special visa. But thank God the Japanese government has come to deny that nothing of such happened. Always lying at home and abroad, too bad. Esther, Barrister Darlington should come and apologize to me too for calling me Amebo because I asked why you were happy at the beginning of the program on Monday. I tried to reach home yesterday, but I couldn't. He'll meet me here on Monday. Charles from Akojo. Charles, you want to shout no? You want me to say it here? Okay, I'll type it. I'll send it to you on WhatsApp. Good evening, my people in the studio. Whatsoever they like, they should continue saying against Peter Obi. We the poor masses know what we want, so we can't be distracted. We the poor masses are focused. Thank you, Mama Excel from Ojo Favor. Good evening, Esther. Anybody that attacks Obi are the people telling other people to go to states during election. Lawal Oladakwa from Amonwo Odofi. Good evening, Esther, and the guest. What is happening in Osun State regarding the INEC voters registration? President Tinubu wants to use these other regions to make up his figures because he knows that he's gradually losing out the north. AGK. Evening, Esther. I'm Abiodun from Ikoton. It's quite unfortunate that strong individuals like Showore, VDM, Dele Faritimi are divided. So it's very hard to get that one voice. Without this, Nigerians have not seen anything yet. Tinubu's second coming will be fire. Yay. Okay. Good evening, Esther. Some of your analysts should say the truth about obedience. Barrister Darrington finds it difficult to say anything about Obi or obedience. Obedience are very toxic. Ken from Suliri. All right, Ken. Your analysts come and lie on national radio. Passport in the United States costs an average of $165. It's not cheap. Ken from Suliri. Evening, Esther. Right now, Wiki Adeoju were all the heroes. Right now, Wiki Adeoju were all the heroes of obedience a few years ago. El Rufai, who is now their new hero, used to be called a butcher by this same obedience. Ken from Suliri. You want to say something?
Yeah. What is the disposable income of people in America and our
minimum wage?
The minimum wage. You know, when you talk about America, this, what is the minimum wage?
Something you
minimum wage cannot even pay for passport, and somebody is there talking.
Esther, Mr. Lawal, Mr. Tony, good evening. What did we expect from Tinubu? Taxation in his system of governance. Deji has been bought by T-Pain to attack Peterobi. Life is becoming so unbearable for Nigerians. From Madam Peace in Barua. Obi 2027, it's only a beautiful tree with sweet fruits on it that children throw stones at. This is the year time for political movement, hence the ongoing razzmatazz are inevitable. Nigerians, go get your PVCs, or don't complain if you don't participate in the upcoming process. Well, we're watching as the planet is listening. Comrade Abraham. Hi Esther and the guests in the studio. It's glaring that this APC has to offer Nigerians. However, I believe that the APC seems not to be the major problem, but the opposition parties, because if they should fail to come together to stop this insensitivity in government from ruining Nigeria, to be a serious repeated mistake of 2023. Taiwo from Ejigbo. Okay, good evening, Queen Esther, Mr. Ekunda, Lawal, and Tony Bata. Trust God you are good. Please let this information get to INEC. I registered today, completed the form, and at the point of submission, this keeps popping up. Okay, so he sent images. Country, Nigeria, state of origin, Ondo. Local government or war. Okay, so that it keeps popping up error. All right, you know what you would do? The number and the dash in the state of origin local government area form is from them. This has stopped me from submitting. Thanks. So you know what? INEC has flagged off physical registration. Okay, so go to the local government close to you. Do you understand? Go to the local government close to you so that you do manual registration. I want to believe that it's because of the way people are massively coming on the website that you're having errors like this.
When must INEC have such an error again?
they know
what they're doing. When must they have error? Another thing will be glitch. Glitch will come again.
HTTP.
Can they start at this time? They are still. Oh my God.
You said this was an
no
error.
Single apology. No way. When you do apologize,
do you have INEC?
All right, okay, I'm so sorry about this. I'm not speaking on behalf of INEC, but since they have flagged off physical registration, please go to local government close to you to actually get your PVC registered. God bless you. I know it's not easy, but well, we need to let this happen, okay? Good evening, Esther, and your guests in the house. APC said they are giving us renewed hope in 2023. But if you look at it from the other side, it's renewed pain, sufferings, hardship, and insecurity to Nigerians. Politicians should continue with all their evil deeds. But time is coming when they will look for air to run. There will be no airport. When they will try to run through the runway, there'll be none. Nigerians is like a balloon now that is close to the tip of the pin. From Pato at Okoko Michael. Good evening, Esther and your guests. What we're experiencing now is state capturing. President Tinubu has pocketed the entire institution. For example, NNPCL, INEC, EFCC, Judiciary, etc. For Deji, the more he criticized Mr. Peterobi, the more popular Peterobi becomes. The passport hike is a stock in trade of APC. They derive joy in punishing the masses. Politics in Nigeria is extremely dirty. Very unfortunate. Thank you. Online chief from Iowa. Nigerian politics is stinking, very crazy. You need to be able to absorb it.
How much is it? When a worker in Nigeria that I know,
70,000.
A graduate is earning 65,000.
And you are doing passport 100,000. Somebody.
What
about the living condition in America? And somebody is talking.
Convert that 70,000 to a dollar. How much is it? Per month,
Good evening,
is it how much? Is it up to $70
I always
per
love Mr.
month?
Tony's analysis. What's going on in Imo State is not acceptable. An APC government increasing the passport fee, it's wrong. May God save Nigerians from canker worms and caterpillar. Abraham from Lekki Aja. Good evening, Esther. I love your program. We'll be all the way. INEC is our problem. Good night, Esther. I'm Anne from Ikorodu. And thank you so much. Greetings to you, Esther, Mr. Tony Bata, Mr. Ekundaya. Esther, you know that any tree with good fruit will always attract a stone. I think I have read this. APC, okay, this person is insulting Tunde. Okay, APC government is a scam. Increment in passports. PJ. All right. Good evening, Esther. I greet your guest. I'm not surprised if some arrogant guys call from Isolo insulting on air. Anyway, keep it up. Esther, I am Momo Ayo Daily. Well done, Ayo. Good evening, Esther. Mr. Tony Bata, Mr. Kundaya. You are well done for your good work in the studio. Esther from Ikotu. All right, Esther. Well done. Another quick one. Good evening, Esther. Please, your analysts there should not make comparisons blindly. During a passenger Yaruduan Jonathan, a barrel of crude was $15 to $18. Now a barrel is about $70 to $75. What do you expect? They should stop making unnecessary comparisons of standard of living. God bless you and God bless Nigeria. Thanks, Ishaba. Another quick one. What if Tinubu resigns on health grounds come 2027 and ask Peter Obi to join APC? Will the obedient still insult APC party? That's another good question.
Which question? That if Tinubu is a head condition, these things are.
What type of permutation is that? Let's think.
It's not possible.
It's not possible.
How is that possible?
Peter said that he was approached by the government for them to work together. He declined.
No, work
so what
together.
If?
So wait, like Wike is working together.
What is the work together they want? You see, politicians are people you don't trust. They want to rubbish him. If
Obi too is a politician.
Have they ever come out to debunk what Obi said? Nobody.
Debunk what?
Obi said they offered him a lot of,
No, they offered appointment
to him
work to also align
what
with the government.
They want to do because they know they have nothing. They have nothing to offer Nigerians, and they want to ride on Obi or whatever to achieve what they don't have anything.
Obi should come to APC now. The obedience will not follow him to APC.
Obedience told you. Look at people don't understand the concept of obedience.
As a presidential candidate.
Listen. People don't understand the concept of obedience. Obedient are the people, Nigerians, that are looking for good governance, looking for a credible person to rule them, to give them what Nigerians want. And they say any political party you join will follow you. Okay. So they are not doing it because you are this. Oh, who is this good person? And they find Obi, but not a cent.
All right, Esther, good evening. My regard to Remy from London. I miss him too. I always like his analysis. I've been following his analysis for 2 years now. He talks with facts. Big man from Surulere. Yeah, big man. Well done. Good evening, Miss Esther, Mr. Tony, and Mr. Akunda in the studio. I'm not a member of the obedient movement, but I have decided to vote for Peter Obi. No matter the slander or negative talk about him, my decision is firm. I will vote for him. Mr. Adeoju said he would vote for Mr. Tinubu. He is stopping him. If he likes, he can vote for him 300 times. That's his choice, just like he has a right to choose. Others also have the right to support Peter Obi. No amount of slander will stop many Nigerians from voting for him. Imam from Lagos. Good evening, Esther and the analyst. Peter Obi should know that APC and Tinubu has traps set up against him at every corner. APC and Tinubu are using Deji to lure Obi into litigation so as to use that avenue to rubbish Obi's reputations. Don't forget that Tinubu has pocketed the judiciary in Nigeria. Collins from Shasha. Collins, what evidence do you have? Oh, make una know they write all these things when there is no evidence. Say allegedly, Pikun. Allegedly. Don't be. Hey. Good evening, Esther, Mr. Tony, and Mr. Ekunda. See that guy I called today is an No. Good evening Rush crew for today, and especially Esther. Please, in relation to the increase in passport fee to 100,000 naira, may I inform you that this attitude is extended to the judiciary also. They do not in Lagos State want people to appeal against wrong judgments in the state because the cost of transmitting of the records of July 130 pages of document is up to 200,000 naira. The courts do not make use of their secretarial equipment to doing the job but put all services on the appellant. This is purely a case of suppressing justice in the country and injuring the poor and less privileged. This is from Ken.
Imagine, I know.
So that when they give all this their judgment, you cannot, a poor man will not see money to appeal. They know what they're doing.
You know they commercialize everything. Highest bidder now. So God.
Somebody says, good evening, Esther, D. Tony, Imbatan, Ekundaya. I'm Francis from Ejibo, Lagos. Please, you people are talking about Barrister Bright Ngene, who was put inside prison just because he refused to join PDP in Enugu. Do you know that he was still in prison and he won by-election as House of Assembly member 2 weeks ago? He is a Labour Party member in Enugu State. Yeah, remember that?
I remember, yeah.
They declared him winner. And they put him in prison.
Why?
So what is it? Nigerians and civil society groups should ask what the man and Labour Party, this party should come out. We need to.
What is happening?
We need to know what is happening. I know Labour is coming up. You see, these things are game. This political that is happening. But the man too. We need to know what happened and people. Nigerians should ask questions. And he won the election too.
Please, why is it that every government that comes must attack the Naira value by devaluing it? Today, APC government have so much devalued to the extent that Naira is no more having value again. Please, I need an answer. Chamber from Agbara. Tunde is suffering and smiling. Let him continue to pretend. He should be reminded that obedience to monitor Peter Obi becomes the president of Nigeria. Obedience don't pretend, and they cut across different tribes and religions who want a better Nigeria. Chairman from Agbara. A very pleasant evening to you, Esther Wachiko, Mr. Tony Bata, Mr. Ekundaya. In everything, we should always take the cognizance of God's supremacy over his creations and how he made it, that we must die someday, regardless of the wealth we gathered for both the rulers and the ruled. As for sure, Asari Dokubo and their likes enviously and maliciously talking down and attacking Mr. Peter Obi's ambition to come and fix this country so that the poor masses could breathe. They should continue, but should always remember God cannot be mocked. We all must reap whatever we sow, sometimes in this life and thereafter. I am Amayoyeze Peter Chibuzo Lagos. Stay blessed. The obedience dressed Obi in white as most holiest, and he has decided to get in the mud with a pig and expect not to get stained. Do people not attribute anything Onanuga says to Tinubu's approval? So why should it be different in the case of the so-called Sarah and Obi? One thing I hate is the selective views on issues. I am so irritated, honestly, how you guys twist narratives to suit your bias. I am not a fan of Deji Adeyanju, but it would be myopic and hypocritical for anyone to dismiss all he has said because of obsession for another and the inability to reason like rational beings. Sentiment aside, where are the lies in some of the things Adeyanju said? The moment you don't share in their bias, they insult and accuse you of being paid. Even on this station, they have they not insulted and threatened Mr. Darlington into hiding in his shell because of Peter Obi? And this are done by so-called adults. Imagine what the youths do on social media. How are they different from opposition thugs? Honestly, getting tired of listening to certain issues on radio, as I don't see any single wisdom or objectivism in dealing with issues. Tay. I must see. Tay, I need to see you one day. This guy, what do you have to say in reaction to Tay?
What I have to say is that he himself is not being objective in
How?
things.
That's his thoughts.
Listen. He said the attack. I've told you. Look at some of this attack. They said obedient. I'm not obedient to, but they will start it. Look at Obi's son. They started it.
Peter Obi.
I am supporting a credible person among all Nigerian politicians. Tell me, is it people that forge their certificate? Is it people that ate money and EFCC pursuing them when they jump to APC? Their sins are forgiven.
Alleged forged.
Alleged. Most of them have EFCC cases.
Lower your voice when you wish. Lower it. So.
Tell me.
Okay. Wow. Good evening, Esther, Mr. Kunda, Mr. Tony Mpata. May the Almighty God bless you all for the good work that you're doing. Esther, the man has to take the person in question to court and not Mr. Peter Obi, because I could remember when people were talking about Peter Obi's son in social media. Did Mr. Obi come out to defend his son or react to people on social media? Rather, it was a guy, Mr. Obi's son, came out on social media, replied people and defended himself. All I know is that when you got it right. He whom God has blessed has been blessed. Come rain, come sun. Let Peter Obi keep doing his possible good as usual. Let nothing deprive him from being a good person and doing good, because good name is better than silver and gold. May God help us. Augusta from Ejigbo. Insecurity. Look, Nigerian government has had an insecurity in the country. During election time, they will channel their tactics on their just to destabilize the opponents. It happened in Benue, it happened in the northeast, it happens in south, it happened in Imo and southeast. This happens during elections. It will just create confusion and insecurity. I can go on and on. Truly, we're a joke. This is Okiosisi in Isolo. Esther, good evening. Good evening to Mr. Ekundaya. Good evening to Mr. Tony Mpata. I'm Jerry from Lagos. My take on Deji. He was one of the APC attack dogs to rubbish Peter Obi's name with propaganda lies. I support Obi in his decision to take him to court. Good evening, Esther, Mr. Tony, and Mr. Ekundaya. Solomon Asika from Mushi. Esther, Deji Adeyanju is using reverse psychology in order to drag Obi in the mud, and he is also afraid, but I trust Obi not to fall for it. And mostly, Mr. Tony Mpata has said everything you need to know about the obedience, which truly are people with like minds and ideology, which they know you can't bribe them, unlike the others that everything is money. Esther, it's about time you banned Tunde from calling your radio station. In my own view, Deji can rise to the level of Peter Obi. Can never rise to the level of Peter Obi. The question I want to ask your guest is that why is everyone attacking Peter Obi? Peter Obi's fear is now gripping everyone, including the president. Please, Esther, always cut off that man called Tunde, always insulting your guest. Shina from Isola. Well, good evening, VOP. God will surely deliver Nigeria. Thank you all. Elder Isaac from Idimo. That is okay. All right. This minimum wage in Ghana, 500. International passport, 350 Ghana cedis. Minimum wage in UK, £2,880. International passport, £94. Minimum wage in Canada, 4,260 Canadian dollars. International passport, 120 Canadian dollars. Minimum wage in the US, $2,400. International passport, $135. Minimum wage in Nigeria, 70,000 naira. International passport, 100,000 naira. Copied from Hamlet's Twitter account. That is the price list of other countries' international passport.
Please, I need a copy.
Okay.
And you can send a copy to that
man that is saying what he's saying here.
Yes.
Good evening, SMH guys. Emma
Just
from
come and
Shasha
talk.
Komojo,
You are
Deji,
busy.
Malaysia, and Co. that are claiming to be human rights activists are just deceiving themselves. If they have half of clean records of Peter Obi, I will personally celebrate them. Peter remains constantly constant with all impunity and corruption and insecurities that are going on. It is only Peter Obi that is worrying them. Esther, this Mbata, is a hypocrite. He claimed he is not obedient and doesn't support Obi, but he's always campaigning for him. But your station will always Obi is a lamban. Anyone from East should tell us what he's done, but not making his people stay in East. David from Ushodi.
I don't need to be obedient to support a good person. That's me.
Esther, international passport holders must not complain. The poor masses have no money for international passport and have been suffering in this country for long. It's now time for middle income earners and the rich to pay taxes and international passport increase. Ugochukwu. Good evening, Esther, my brothers. Tony Bata, Mr. Lawal Kunda. My name's Simon Achuba. My take on Adeoju's criticism to Obi is just ranting, and I see him as a man speaking with his last strength and making fool or jest of himself. Dino Milai says, defend APC and look stupid. How can I take someone who chooses darkness to light? Serious for him to choose Tinubu and against Obi is his choice. And again, when has it become a crime for big man giving people under the envelope to fuel their car? Adeoju's criticism is questionable. He shouldn't distract Nigerians with his personal selfish and stomach infrastructure. Good evening, VOP. I'm feeling your vibes. Please keep it up. Mr. Akundayo's voice reminds me of brother Shaggy, the skit maker. Please confirm if they are in any way related to each other. Thank you. Preston from Lagos. Are you related to brother Shaggy, the comedian, in any way? He says your voice.
Shaggy. Which of the Shaggy?
Mr. Lawal. Adeoju's accusation is baseless and dead on arrival. Why would he come up with this unwarranted comment on someone whose reputation is impeccable? Maybe his paymaster has mounted pressure on him to do the job he was paid for. Good evening, Esther, Tony, and Ekundaya. Keep on with the good job you're doing. Samuel from Agua Palace Way, Okota, Lagos. Good evening, Esther. On the issue of the obedient movement supporters, I believe those who said that Obi cannot control them are right. If a man cannot control members of his family, I wonder how he will manage the country. I listened carefully recently when the barrister was afraid to air his opinion on the matter because of the obedient movement supporters. I criticized what the Agberos are doing in Lagos. So what makes the obedient movement supporters different from Agberos? Olu Jays.
Who is that person?
Olu Jays.
No, he's not serious now.
Esther, good evening to you and your guests. I want to correct one impression. I quote Peter Obi, I might not be able to contest again after 2031 because of age. Might expresses possibility, conveying uncertainty about an event's occurrence. He didn't say, I shall not contest, so it's not an obligation. If he wants to continue after 2031, he can do so. Good evening, Queen Esther, Tony Batana Ekundai. Do you know the offense of Mr. Peter Obi? He made people more, especially the younger generation, to be aware of what's going on in the polity. And truth is that the political class is afraid of him. Destiny from Mushi. Esther, did Obedient not come after Barrister Darlington and since then he became wise and scared? Esther asked Tony if he can swear that he's not paid for what he came to VOP to do. Last time he said he is obedient. Now he's denying that he is not.
I have never said I'm obedient.
Who is Deji to insult Peter Obi? How dare him? Is Peter Obi his mate in all ramification? Can he insult a Yoruba elder like this? Is it because he's a quiet man and humble to the core that riffraffs will start talking to him anyhow? He will hear from the obedient soon. When you find trouble, don't run away. Senator from Isolo. Good evening, Esther. Your honest, please. This world don't want a good man. They prefer a hardened criminal in place of a good man. That's the reason why they're attacking Mr. Peter Obi. God will manifest his powers in this country one day. Thank you, Ima from Okota. All right, I don't think I can take all your messages. However, let me take just 2 calls and we'll wrap up. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Hello, madam. Good evening, madam
sir.
VOP.
Well done, sir.
Yes, I greet those 2 gentlemen in the studio with you.
Thank you.
They are so diligent people. They are honest and they are analysts that are not tribalists. You see, Obi, my brother is my
What's your name?
fake.
What's your name?
My name is Peter. Yes, I am calling from Isolo. And I know Obi is going to give them a thunder kick to a knockout. So that is for sure. You mark my word, we will see what is going to happen in 2027. May God keep us up to that particular date. Okay?
All right.
Thank you.
Well
Thank
done.
you.
Okay, one more call and then we'll wrap up the program this evening. 08036929933. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, ma'am. Or sir. What's your name?
Esther, very difficult to get you.
So sorry. Many people are calling.
My name is Babajide Lawansin.
Oh, Babajide Lawansin, please go ahead,
From
sir.
Ibadan State. I salute the analysts in the studio.
Okay, thank you,
see,
sir.
let's say the fact. By now, you people should be addressing the problems in the country. You should set aside the 2027 general election per se. Problems, the economic problems, the biting cost of living, the inflationary trend. I once said on my X account, I said it's very, very wrong to say that the economy of Nigeria has improved. Some people took me up. Look at Mr. Shokwiton, an economist, who spoke vehemently and accurately on how the Nigerian economy is going down. Somebody from over there was lambasting him. This is wrong. When we are saying something forward, somebody should not bring us backwards. And as for Obi, for Mr. Peter Obi, he should now start having structures. Structures. And the people, if you know you want Nigeria to work again, go and get your PVC. That's the bottom line. And they should not coerce anybody not to vote from any. It should be made a crime in the country. Thank you. Good day.
Thank you very much. Good night, Mr. Tony. In a few seconds, what's your final take? All right.
My final take is that Nigerians should not be discouraged for them to go for the good person, for the good of this country. What we are fighting is light against the darkness. And it's not easy for you to take back your country. One day we shall reach to the promised land. Thank you and good evening.
Yes, Nigerians should not give up. Don't give up. Don't lose hope. If you think you want to japa, that place you are going, they fought for it. Some people put their lives online to make sure that place is a good place that you want to run to. So you can do that to your country and remain a citizen in your country. It's not that you cannot go about. This country needs you to move forward. It needs you to join hands with the good people so that we can live anywhere you go, you'll be respected. Not when Nigerians travel abroad, they'll be looking at you with these bad eyes. No, they'll be looking at you with respect, just like it used to be before independence and immediately after independence.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Lawal Kundaya. Mr. Tony Bata, I sincerely appreciate you coming and expressing and giving us your insight on some of the stories that trended in the course of the day. My name is Esther Wachiko. TGIF, baby. I really look forward to my weekend. I only have one day off on that Saturday, so I'm excited to actually rest this Saturday. I do hope that you have a beautiful weekend and make sure that you take care of yourself. Be careful. Stay vigilant. Okay. Follow us across our social media handles at VOP903FM. Also, do not forget at Esther Wachuku on X, Esther Wachuku on Facebook, Esther Nwaz on Instagram. That's ESTANWAZ. And on YouTube, Estic Media. ESTIQMEDIA. Kindly subscribe. Tony Mbata
Chima Mbata
on Facebook.
Comrade Tony Mbata at TikTok.
On TikTok.
Yeah.
What about you, Mr. Lawal?
Say it.
Lawal Kondire. Lawal Kondire on Facebook. Have yourself an amazing Friday evening and bye for now.